These are sublimation ready neoprene can koozies or can coolers, cooler cups, whatever you want to call them. I'll have a link below for these. But you can see that they come in at about 5.5 inches when they're laying flat, and they're about 4 inches wide. So that is the size that we're going to be working with. So for these can koozies, I decided to make some designs that I'm going to be taking to a family get together that we have every year. And so I started in my Canva and I added an image that I thought was cute, and then the last name, and then weekend, and then 24. So then I started bringing in some images, and actually a lot of these images I got on Creative Fabrica, and then I downloaded them into my Canva account here to work on them. And this one's kind of neat because I didn't like the mountains in the back, and so I thought, well, I'm going to put these sunglasses on there. They were canvas sunglasses, and you can see through them. So I thought this was super cute because if you had someone's face or something that you wanted to put in there, I thought that would be cute. But anyway, these are the designs, and I actually did edit a couple of them. I didn't know how it said lake life on here, so I fixed the hashtag in lake life, and then here this dot was too far over, so I fixed that as well. And then these are some of the images that I am going to be downloading. And the reason I have so many of them is because I'm going to be printing these, and I'm going to take it along for a family craft to do at the lake when we are at the weekend. So then they can pick out what they want to put on their can koozie. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing out 3 heat presses for these. I'm going to be using htvront 125 sublimation paper, and I'm going to be using my Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over for sublimation printing by putting sublimation ink into it. And so the 3 heat presses that we're going to be trying on these, because 2 of them I'm going to be taking to the lake and 1 is too big. I don't want to take that one to the lake, but I want to compare all 3 of them today. So we're going to be using the htvront mini heat press, the Cricut Easy Press, and the htvront auto heat press for these. So I'm going to get these downloaded now, and then I will print them out, and then it's time to test out our heat presses. And these are neoprene can koozies. So I thought I would try the Easy Press first. So I'm going to go to temp here, and I am going to up it to 385 degrees, and I'll leave it at the 30 seconds because I think that is a good time. So while my Cricut Easy Press is heating up, I'm going to clean my blank here. I'll clean both sides. So I'm going to be sublimating on both sides of this. And then I'm going to secure my image down. So I'm going to make sure I have it the right way. I'm going to get it right in the middle here. And I don't typically use tape, but for a project that I'm going to be handling the press for, I am going to be adding tape to this. So I have my tape dispenser here, and I am just going to lightly tape it here in the corners here. Okay, my heat press has heated up, so I am going to take this off, and I am just going to set this on. I am not going to use any pressure, and I'm going to hit start here, and we'll go for our 30 seconds. Countdown is on. I don't want to move my press because that is when you have ghosting, is when you move your press around too much. And that's another reason that I use the tape, is to avoid any ghosting. So we have 9 seconds here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's get this off. And we're going to check it out here. Oh, that turned out really good. And as I see here, the press lines are not bad. It looks really good. So now we'll do the other side. So I'm going to flip it over here and I'm going to add an image. This one says lake mode. And so again, I'm just going to center that on here. And I'm just going to put a little tape down. Not a lot, just a little bit here to get that on there. And now it's ready to press. So again, I'm going to do 385 for 30 seconds, just setting it down on there. I don't want to put too much pressure on, like I said, because I'm trying to avoid those press marks that we can get. Being this is neoprene, it'll pick up the same kind of press marks as the polyester. So I don't want to press too hard. So here we are, we're down to 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so let's see what we have. Oh, that turned out great. All right, so that's the easy press. Now I will go on to the handheld htvront mini heat press. So here is the mini htvront heat press that I'm going to be using. This one makes me a little nervous because the heat plate is actually smaller than the image, but we're going to try this out. And there are 3 settings on this. I am going to turn it up to the highest setting for sublimation. Okay, so now you can see that all 3 of the lights are illuminated, meaning it's on the highest setting. So I am just going to set it down here. I'm going to give it light pressure. I'm going to try to get half of the image, and I'm going to press here, and I'm just going to hold it here for approximately 30 seconds. And then I'm going to move it to the other side. Now I'm just guessing here because there is no timer on this htvront mini, but I really, really like this little guy. So I'm just going to press this for a few more seconds, and then I'm going to carefully lift it and move it to the other side of the design, and hopefully this didn't move too much in there that it's going to alter our design or cause any ghosting. So I'm going to hold it here for a few more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll put it back in its little carrier here. I guess I had that backwards. Here we go. All right, here's the reveal. Oh, wow. Turned out pretty good. It did ghost a little through here. You can see that, you know, being I had it on here and then moved it over, it did do some ghosting on there. So we'll try to do better on the other side. So now I'm going to tape an image down on the other side here. Let's see. Maybe I can find a smaller one. I'll just use this one here. So it's living life at the lake. So I'm just going to make sure I have that the right way, and then center it in here. And then I'm going to, again, tape this down well because it did ghost a little bit on the other side. So I want to be careful of that. That's what's hard when you lift up a press and then press again, because the paper does move, and so you want to be mindful of that. All right, so now let's try this again. So I'm not going to press very hard, but I'm going to start on this side, and we'll press for approximately 30 seconds. And like I thought that the center got darker, so I don't know, maybe I had more pressure in the center, or because it pressed longer, because the center was pressed twice. So I'm just going to check this out here. Leave it on here for a few more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time I'm just going to kind of slide it over instead of lifting it up and see if that makes a difference. So here we go. Let's go for 30 seconds again, as much as we can. I don't have a timer set here. I'm just kind of winging it. So, and again, I am using a firm, a medium to a firm pressure on this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, let's check that out and see how it went. Oh, see, that was much better. I think sliding the easy press over the HTV mini press over instead of lifting it up and resetting it might have been the trick, because this side pressed much better. I can try another one of these even. Try one side of that way. But I think the mini heat press does well. And again, like I said, I want to try these out so I don't have to carry my big heat press along for a family vacation. So now we'll move on to the htvront auto heat press for these. So now I'm going to be using the htvront auto heat press. So I'm going to make sure that I have 385 degrees selected. And I'm going to set my seconds down to 30 seconds here. So I'm just going to keep going, and we're almost at temperature. It won't take too much longer here. So I'll get this down to 30 seconds. I might even go to 25 on this. Maybe 25 seconds on this. Okay, so now I also want to show you that I have added a silicone mat to my heat press, and I added that right onto my htvront mat that came with it. And I do find that I get great pressure with this. It works really well. So what we're going to be doing now is I will get these ready, and it should be set up here soon so that we can press these. So again, I'm going to clean this off to make sure that we don't have any debris on there. And now it's ready to add our image. So I'm going to add the first one. Make sure I have it the right way. If you look up towards the light, you can see the top, that it's the correct way. So now I want to try and make sure I get this one centered too. So now I'm going to tape this on in a couple spots here. And being this is done in one press, I don't think we need too terribly much tape. So I'm going to leave it at this, and we should be up to temperature here. So I'm going to slide this in and get it over here. It's about 372, not quite at temperature yet. So I'll be ready as soon as this starts. All right, so here we go. And we'll do for 25 seconds here. I had it under there and it was getting warm, so hopefully we aren't going to have any ghosting from that. If it is, we'll try it again. 10 seconds, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I did put a heat-resistant glove on too for this. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, that turned out great. Really good color. So now let's compare them. Again, I'll grab the other two here. So again, this is the Cricut, this is the htvront Mini. This is the Cricut Easy Press. And then this is the htvront. So all in all, it turned out really well. I'm happy with the outcome of these. And so please subscribe to my channel and like my videos for anything future coming up. And have a great day.